Alright, so I've already seen a lot of right-wing cope and explanation on the Qatar situation and how Pete Hegseth came out and corrected the record. So I'm sure you've heard. He basically said that Qatar will not have their own base in the United States. Listen to the words carefully, okay? We control the existing base like we do with all partners. Okay, sounds reassuring, right? Safe, routine, nothing new, nothing to see here. Well, not exactly. So I'm going to break that down for you from one layman to another. I just did a little bit of research, okay? I'm not fucking expert of anything, okay? I am, but I still did the research, so I am 99% sure this is 100% accurate, and I am a skeptic, so that means I'm never 100% sure. I would never claim that. So anyways, so basically, he and others are analogizing this to Germany and Singapore. Okay. So countries like Germany and Singapore have trained with the U.S. for years. Germany pilots train at the Holloman Air Force Base, and Singapore sends Air Force and Army units to places like Idaho, Arizona, and Texas. So here's the keys that you need to remember about these. They use existing U.S. bases. They're tenants, not owners, okay? So tenants. And the U.S. controls everything. The ranges, the schedules, the operations. So it's all about joint training and the Interpol kind of thing, whatever. Anyways, standard, it's transparent, it's uncontroversial. That we can all agree on. They're NATO allies. Okay, so anyways, Qatar's facility is different. Reports suggest they are building a new dedicated facility, possibly on U.S. soil near an existing base. Qatar will likely fund it themselves, and it will mostly house Qatari personnel and aircraft that they bought from Boeing, a private company. Go figure. Anyways, it's all under the U.S. jurisdiction legally, but it functions more like a Qatar only base inside the U.S., not shared training programs, okay? So that's a little bit different, right? But let's break down the political speech here from Hegseth. So we control the existing base like we do with all partners. Well, this is technically true. The U.S. does control the land and operations, but it's misleading because he calls it the existing base when reports say it's a new facility. So for one, that's going to give him deniability. He lumps it in with the Germany-Singapore situation, which is shared joint training, not a country building its own dedicated complex. In other words, it's like saying we didn't let them build we didn't let them open a restaurant here. We just let them build their own kitchen in our mall. Okay? So technically it's true, but the kitchen is still theirs. Okay? And it changes the dynamics. So why it matters. Even under U.S. control, a foreign country building a dedicated military facility on U.S. soil is unprecedented because they're a non-NATO ally, okay? Again, Germany, Singapore, NATO allies. That's what makes it normal for them to do things. So this is not routine training. Hegseth's phrasing muddies the water. Making a new and unusual arrangement sounds like an ordinary NATO cooperation, but they're not NATO allies. So next time someone repeats Hegseth's line, remember, we control the existing base. Yeah, we do. It's our base. We never accused you of saying we don't control the existing base. And the reports are saying this is a new funded Qatar-only facility. And that nuance is very important, as they are not our allies. And for example, if Germany and them, whenever they, let's say they build something on our base, it's more like they built a hangar and we share it. It's still, when they built the hangar, and maybe they paid for it even, usually it's something that we joint pay for, but let's just say they did pay for it, it's still the military's hangar. It's our military's hangar. And it's still under the same, like, okay, you helped fund this for training, but it's our hangar and it's on an existing base. It does not become their hangar. It's not, oh, well, here's Germany's new hangar. No, it's still our hangar. And that's different. Okay? All right. Anyways, if you made it this far, please subscribe to my channel. I'm doing my best to do better at researching things and getting shit right, okay? And less fucking up my words. And that deserves a subscribe, okay? Yeah, I earned it. All right, bye.